We're here at the 2024 National Taxidermy Competition and Convention, and I'm here with Brian Hendricks. Brian is the chairman and vice president. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, and we're gonna do a walkthrough of the showroom. So let's start here. This is the distinguished taxidermist category, and here is a whitetail.
It's a piece that was took a gold medal at the World Show.
Yes, so a gold medallion winner, and it is in the distinguished taxidermist category. We'll back up so you can see it all. It is a beautiful deer on a beautiful big vase.
You have to kind of earn your way into the distinguished taxidermist, so that's why there's a very limited number of pieces in there. So
That's right, good point. So you have to qualify,
yes,
right? You have to have won a medallion.
there's several things, yeah, but it's the higher up stuff. Yeah, best of show, medallion at the World Show. So yeah,
Yeah, so
you're gonna see top of the line stuff in that.
yeah,
in
it's a
that
pretty
division. Yeah.
elite category. Like that's, you know, they have earned their way to be competing where they're at.
And it's its own division, and so whether it doesn't matter whether it's a turkey or a fish, you know, mammal, they all would compete against each other in just that one division. They don't have separate categories like the rest of the other divisions do. So.
Right, they're all competing together. So, okay, so they go against, you know, you could have a bird against a fish, and okay, awesome. And yeah.
We'll move to the North American division.
Yeah, let's start out with North American. So North American division is pieces that are, it's technically like the Masters division, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have like master level pieces in this division. And winners of this category or this division could potentially win a North American title, right?
Yep, and also eligible for bigger awards.
Eligible for bigger awards as well. Out. So obviously some really good pieces in this division.
And I guess for non-competitors, the thing that's interesting is that the pieces are not only judged just on the quality of the mount, but also the artistic composition and what they've done with it, you know, how they portrayed it.
Yeah, good point. So like not just the animal quality has to be really good. You know, you get a composition where like this one has a really pretty art style base. Check out this cool fish. What do you call this?
This is a common carp.
Common carp,
Yeah.
and it's really pretty.
This is a walleye that's in a bit of the blue phase. A lot of people don't realize they even have a blue phase.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Okay. We got some pretty whitetails. And really pretty mule deer.
Bruiser of a buck there.
Oh yeah.
This is a good example of what they do with habitat. And almost every, I don't know if everything is, but a lot of it is artificial. All the
yeah.
cactus, the cacti, they're all artificial. So
Oh, and then you look closer, and there's even
lichens are
more.
artificial.
Yeah, more details are popping up as you look even closer. So how is the habitat? You have a division for habitat as well,
Everybody's
correct?
automatically entered in the habitat at our shows.
Okay, so anyone could win
Yeah.
like a habitat
We
award.
have the natural and what's the other?
Natural and abstract,
Abstract,
right?
That's the one. Okay, there's quite a few more North American entries. We should have probably jumped over this one after the distinguished. But this is the collective artist. Okay, that means when more than one taxidermist worked on the piece together. And this piece was actually done in the live mounting last year
right.
by Scott Brassfield and
Scott Roscoe, right? Yep.
Yeah, and so they took last year's piece that they did in the live and brought it back as a collective piece this year.
And that is super cool. Three Little Pigs is what they called it. So it even has like a name.
Yeah.
Or Three Whittle Pigs.
Whittle pigs.
All right, and then this is another North American.
Yeah, now we'll go back into North American again.
Oh, you're right. So we went to collective real quick. That's super
Monitor
cool.
lizard, yeah. We see some unusual stuff too, so that's cool.
Yeah, a lot of like unique species. Some turkeys preening, or is that what you call it?
Yeah. Yeah, preening, yeah.
That cool whitetail.
And we have 4 categories in whitetail division. We have long-haired open mouth, long-haired short or closed mouth, and then we have short-haired open mouth and short-haired closed mouth.
Yeah, so 4 potential categories for whitetail, or what do you call them? Yeah, categories, not divisions, right?
And we have a separate category for mule deer also.
That's right. Mule deer aren't in game head here. They are in their separate category.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
Rattlesnake, prairie rat.
And common snapping turtle. These things are wild. I saw one for the first time in person, alive, and it really freaked me out. They're crazy.
Now this one's interesting. This is it's a recreation rather than an actual bald eagle.
Okay.
So it's made up entirely of other bird parts, and actually you can use other than just bird parts, but everything, none of it is made from an eagle, an actual eagle.
Yeah, they use like chicken feathers,
Yeah,
turkey
goose feathers,
feather.
chicken, any kind of bird feathers they want to use other than protected species. So.
And is that its own category, or it just
Yes.
it goes into
Yep.
the bird? Okay.
Recreation is its own category.
Recreation, its own category. And look at that base, that's really cool.
And the feet are all artificial, the claws and everything, talons I guess they call it.
And that's really impressive. I couldn't distinguish whether or not it was real or not, so that's awesome. And yeah, really pretty. Oh, what do we got here? Some raccoons?
Yeah, mama raccoon with a young one pulling her ear.
Cute. And let's go over really pretty coyote.
Coyote in the game head category.
And small game head, right?
Small game head,
Okay.
yes.
All right, back to this bass here. Pretty.
Smallmouth, yeah.
All right, and this one is a water buck, correct?
Yeah,
All right.
that's an African antelope. They've got the little African silhouette worked into the base.
That is really cool, and probably used like parts of the back hide to
Yeah.
create that. All right, let's go this little whitetail
Deer heads.
here. And oh, pretty turkey.
Eastern turkey.
All right, so now let's jump into the national division, right? So these are all pieces that are in, like, what would you call, like the open division, professional?
Open, professional, yeah.
Okay, so these are like, you know, if you go to like a state show, this would probably be called the professional division, but you know, it is the national show, so it's judged, you know, a little bit more critically. All right, there is a lot of entries in this division, right? Like this is the
Yes,
biggest
quite a bit,
division
yeah,
of every division. Okay.
Your Eastern turkey.
And then, so winners of this division, they can potentially win a national champion title, is that right?
That's correct. 3 medallions given in each category there, if they're earned. So
Yes.
This is
So
an aoudad.
really pretty aoudad. 3 medallions, and if they score 90 or above, correct?
Yeah, you have to score at least a 90. Bobcat.
Splinters. All right. Yeah, we got a lot here, so we'll try not to miss anything walking around. This is really cool.
Black bear in a chocolate face, color face. Mule deer.
And I think, oh, this one's a North American division, but we are, oh, I think we got that one, yeah.
Yeah, we probably hit them again.
They blend in a little bit together.
So now we're on national division again. Oh, you know what? I don't know how to turn it on.
Oh, yeah, this one
actually turns, but I don't know how to turn it on.
It does, right? Yeah, it's cool when it's
rotates,
spinning
yeah.
all together, but it's really pretty on its own too.
Bobcat with a crow.
Yeah, it's got a lot of cool stuff going on here. And let's see, got a cool black bear.
There,
And got another whitetail. This base is really
It's always going to
pretty.
be lots of whitetails. They're the most commonly mounted animal in North America, probably in the world for that matter, I guess.
I assume so. That's what I like to say, that they're the most, commonly mounted animal in North America. There is just so many whitetails.
Bobcats are always popular. They're so pretty.
Yeah, and Brian, you're a bobcat guy. Well, you're a small mammal guy, right? So you do a lot of those. Oh, I liked this one. This one, little bison calf, right?
Bison, yeah.
You don't see a lot of those taxidermied. You don't see a lot of them mounted.
The gray fox.
Gray fox.
Another eastern turkey. I think we must have some other turkey species here.
This is a piebald catfish. Something different. And I'll pan back over to this one. Just to go back on to this life size here. Big old life size deer. It's called Nature's Hurdle.
Yeah.
Very cool. This is a cool scene.
Common merganser.
Common merganser. Okay, that's what you call this
The
one.
diver duck.
Diver duck.
Category, yeah.
Oh, is that a separate
Fish
cat?
ducks, diver ducks.
Is that a separate cat? No, it's just waterfowl,
No, not
right?
here. I'm just
Oh,
saying species.
okay.
Duck hunters would call them.
I follow.
Bills. And they got all kinds of names.
Pretty whitetail. I don't know much about ducks, so if I call a wood duck a mallard, that's possible.
Oh, piece there.
Yeah, let's go to this tundra swan. So it's a big piece. I'm gonna back up to kind of show more of it, but it's large and in charge. Really pretty composition on it. Let's go back over here.
Nice big whitetail. And
Yeah.
this whitetail is what we call the short-haired open mouth category, and you can see how it's transitioning from summer hair and starting to go into long hair for the fall.
Yeah, you can see it's just, I mean, you can almost see the skin dang near, but just short-haired, open mouth. And I hope they got music playing in the other room, so if we start getting quiet, apologies. But is this another Eastern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another eastern turkey.
A lot of Easterns at this show.
They're the most common, so.
Are they? Okay. Pretty little whitetail.
Yeah.
Let's go to these guys. What do you call this kind of duck?
This is a black bellied whistling duck.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah. I think they also call them tree ducks. But
Okay.
nice big bluegill. Bull bluegill.
Nice. That is a big bluegill, huh?
Yeah.
Very cool. And then let's get this little guy here. A little guy. I shouldn't say that. It's a nice whitetail.
Interesting expression on this guy.
All right, let's go. Yeah, pronghorn. It's a really cool pronghorn piece. It has open mouth. I'm gonna back up to kind of show the whole thing. So, really cool. And a little javelina or...
Javelina or collared peccary, yeah.
Yeah, it goes by two names. Oh. We got another mule deer. And I think we can go on to, where do we go from here, Brian?
I guess these couple whitetails.
I think I got this one. Oh. Making sure we didn't miss this one here. And then gonna continue. Yeah.
Another largemouth bass.
Largemouth bass.
Then we have a long pinchered crayfish.
Oh, let me go around to this other side.
Crawdad, as we call them down south.
Yeah. What what do you call them? Crawdad or crayfish,
Yeah,
right?
Crawdads, yeah.
Check that out. It's so cool. This is such like tiny taxidermy here going on. But really cool details.
Starling, common starling here. European starling, I guess they are.
Right, those are invasive.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So they're one of the only songbirds you can just tax, or you can.
Along with the English sparrows, which are also invasive.
That's right, and pigeons. No,
Pigeons.
some type of pigeon. All right, let's go here. Oh, I'm back up. Has a cool rack on it.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah. And
There's a bobcat that's rubbing its face on a stick.
cool. Another life size, and then another whitetail right here. Oh, I'll back up slightly. All right, and this is is it a Hawaiian? No, a
this
Corsican?
is a Corsican ram.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always get those mixed
And
up.
they come in different colors. So
Awesome. And it has a leg, but it's still a game head, right?
yeah, because it's just a half mount. I don't know. Does it have the other front leg on it?
I don't-
Either way, though, it still goes into the game head category.
Does it?
because
Okay.
It's not all there.
So unless they have 4 legs, it goes in the game head
Yeah.
category. Okay.
These are landlocked Atlantic salmon.
Landlocked Atlantic salmon. It's a wordy title as well. Really cool. It's different. Oh, we got this guy. Let's go on to, we'll zoom in on this whitetail here. Has an apple in its mouth. Just a cool piece. Don't want to miss this bobcat.
Bobcat. This
And
is a southern bobcat, probably a Texas bobcat, I would guess.
okay,
The short hair.
as opposed to a northern
Yeah,
bobcat.
the northern fluffy ones, yeah.
They're obviously
Like the
fluffy.
one we just looked at, that was a little bit heavier fur.
Okay. And is it true they have more spots when they're down in Texas area, or is that kind of a myth?
Really.
No,
They can
okay.
have as many spots. The spots they're not so prominent when you get longer fur. A lot of times they still have them. It's more about areas.
Okay, then that makes sense that they would kind of fade out when they're long-haired, right?
Oh, it's another Eastern turkey. Just a different color, different color on the head on this one entirely.
Yeah.
The head changes colors just in a matter of seconds, depending on their mood and what's going on with what they're doing.
Right, so you'll see some heads are like more red and blue, and this one's obviously a little more paler. Let's see. Oh, let me zoom in on this whitetail real quick here. Nice. Yeah, like we said earlier, lots of whitetail.
Bobcat showroom mount, See how this is quite a bit fluffier than the other ones.
Okay, yeah.
It's different. They vary a lot. Even in the same area, they can vary a lot.
Like even the same region, they can be totally different looking. And this is cool. It's a river otter. Nice. They get some pretty fluffy hair too. I like how they groom them up.
Gray fox.
Gray fox.
Gray partridge.
All right, we got this one.
This is a half mount bobcat, but it also is in the game head category because it's not the whole animal. So.
Okay, so it's still game head, even though it's got legs. What do you call this fish?
It's a bowfin. What real common name for it is a dogfish.
Dogfish. Okay. Cool looking fish. Let's go to this table over here. What do we got here? A quail.
I don't even know. It's not a North American common.
I think they're called like oh, it starts with a C. It's like Hendricks quail. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's like some kind of domestic quail.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I could be totally wrong. Again, not a bird person. But yeah, little fox squirrel. Back up. Check that out. Okay. We got a little sleeping skunk. This guy.
Skunk, yeah. That also is the game head because it's not the whole animal. So.
It's so sweet looking, so cute.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, let's check out these raccoons. Couple raccoons.
A couple young baby raccoons and a bullfrog. And you'll have to swing around and get the open mouth on the bullfrog. It's actually caught a dragonfly there.
Oh wow, no kidding. There is a lot going on in this piece.
Yeah.
It is really cool. It like tells a story. And here's that close up.
If you can see inside of that, well, maybe you can without a flashlight.
I'm not sure if I can get real precise detail, but I swear in person it looks really cool. Yeah, this is a really just
and then
neat.
the little raccoons snarling at it.
Oh, we get him. Yeah, there you go. A lot going on. It's, yeah, super cool. And then here we have, what kind of cow is this? A Watusi?
Watusi, yeah.
Big old Watusi.
It's in the open mouth. It's got open mouth because it's got the tongue out and you can see the bottom teeth.
Oh yeah. Let's get on.
Really look at the teeth there.
Let's get it on this open mouth.
Piece. Don't see very many of those at the shows.
No, and especially, I mean, open mouth, that's pretty cool. And a Watusi. Oh, don't want to miss this deer here. Open mouth deer and a really cool base. All right, I think.
That one's even got a little slobber coming off the corner of its mouth there. You know, that's what it's chewing.
That's it. Oh yeah, check out the detail we got going on this mouth.
It's creative.
Yeah. When they're open mouth, some people like to add, like, you know, maybe it's chewing something like an acorn, or in this case, it's like just some green foliage. All right, kind of cool. Let's look at some more whitetail.
here's a half mount wild boar, open mouth, lots of detail. Interesting there.
This one's cool. It's a
It's a
coyote?
Yeah, it's a white face of a coyote.
White
It's pretty
face
unusual,
coyote.
yeah. It's just a white coyote, yeah.
And
with a Canada goose.
and we can't even forget these little babies.
Some little babies in there. She's
How sweet is
protecting her
that?
brood.
So this mount definitely tells a story too. You can see a lot going on here. Oh, here we go.
This piece is another white-tailed buck, and that's what was judged and scored at the show. Even though it has the doe in here with it and the little baby in there, they just go as habitat in a situation like this.
Okay.
They could enter the other ones also, but they chose not to for whatever reason. So
Sure, so it's just
only
part of
yeah,
the
so they're just
scene.
part of the scene, yeah. And the buck is what got scored.
Okay, interesting. So that poses
Different ways of entering.
Yeah,
things.
that's a good question. So even though your piece has multiple mounts, you don't have to enter every single one, correct? This is really neat though.
Piebald fawn.
It is very sweet. Little piebald here. Awesome. And then I think we're done with our, what is it, national division?
Here we have a bighorn sheep, and this is a foam form. This is a category that we actually call mannequin pre-made. Okay, and that's where they bring a mannequin in that they've altered or whatever, and gotten it ready to put the skin on. So it shows some of the things that have been done or can be done with different species. Just in the form stage without the skin on. So it kind of shows what's underneath and what's going on in some cases. We had several other ones in here, but now they've been taken out of here and they're being used right now in the live mounting.
In the live, yeah. Okay. So, and this category is its own, what, division?
It's something new we started
right?
this year. Yeah, its own division.
So you can have not just the form here, but you have clay and eyes and everything but the skin, right?
Yeah, the nostrils are complete. So there's all the prep work, everything up to putting the skin on it. So
yeah, because you know how, I mean, that's a lot of work just getting to that point, right?
Yeah.
And then throwing the skin on's another game, but and then
this one back here, this is actually would be a bobcat. Okay, jumping in this here is a body for a turkey. So a lot of people's like, how is that a turkey?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a turkey right now.
What's going on inside there?
Yeah, once you add the wings and the head, obviously, tail, feet, it looks a little different than the bobcat it's with right there.
Another buck, white-tailed buck, and the mannequin pre-made. And this one here, they pinned the ears back a little bit. It's got the nostrils and stuff done. See the vein on the face. They rotated the eyes to where you're seeing the white in the front end of the eyes there. So just another showing a different attitude.
Sounds like they're having fun next door.
Yeah, they're supposed to be.
Nice. All right, I think we just got one more.
This is the clay sculpture.
Oh, it's
division.
clay sculpture.
Yeah, this is
okay.
clay sculpture.
So it's not the same as the mannequin.
No, this is what a sculptor does. In most cases, there's an actual skeleton inside here, and they build everything back up. Mostly, a lot of it with foam, and there's threaded rods and wire, and depending on the size of the animal that they're working on, and then all the muscle and everything is covered and created with oil clay, and then the oil clay is then molded with fiberglass normally, depending on the size and what's going on with it. But anyway, it's molded, and then the molds are poured with foam to create the forms that the taxidermists buy then to put the skin on.
Okay.
So
So
it goes from this stage to what we were showing a little while ago
Yeah,
in
it
the
goes
corner over there without any skin on. Yeah, the foam forms. So
goes from this to a foam mannequin, and then obviously the skin goes on it. And so this is the very start of what a taxidermy form will be. It is.
yeah.
And what do you? This is a
that's
Hawaiian.
that's oil clay. Yeah, this is a
call this?
Hawaiian goat.
Hawaiian
Yeah, this
goat.
is oil clay. I mean, you could kind of stick your finger and make marks in it.
Oh, it is?
It's,
Okay.
It's soft, yes.
Oil clay. So oil clay doesn't dry out
Never
like
hardens, yeah.
never. Okay. And that's a lot of work, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
you sculpt stuff, so
Yeah.
you know how much work that is.
Oh yeah, like just a fox, a little gray fox or something. It's not unusual to have 40 hours in a piece like that.
Wow, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, by the time you're getting the skeleton ready and wiring it and all that, there's a lot to it.
Oh yeah, a lot more than people
Making it
probably
work
realize.
with the measurements and a lot involved.
Cool. I like it. Oh, I'm gonna get a front view of this guy, and then let's see. Is there anything we might have missed? Maybe we can just pan around real quick. And we're up high. This is the view of the whole showroom. And again, there's so many cool pieces in here. A lot of pretty pieces. Like just some really good work.